Notice that Angela has made herself red in the nape. She's got some extensions and she's naturally blonde. Top of her head's all blonde. So we're going to make her a redhead. Because the back is already dyed red, we're going to start staining it back, but we don't need as much as a stain. So her hair is long. Gion's going to take her to the sink and apply a formula of shades of hue, which is 1.5 ounces of 8C and 1/2 ounce of 6WG. But be very careful. He's not just going to start squirting it. He's going to put it on the roots first, and then, in fact, maybe we should do this at the chair, Gio. Let's do it at the chair. And then do her roots at the chair, and then we'll take her to if you put a person back at the sink, you have a very difficult chance of getting right at the scalp. So what Gio and I are going to do is take vertical sections. Here's where we start. Do root application. We're going to do a root retouch first. So we're first retouching the roots, and then we'll be bringing the formula on to the ends. If you put your back in the sink, you won't be able to get the roots very well, will you? So people get a sloppy application with everything back in the sink. Lean forward, sweetheart. Root application first. Why are we taking the hair to the sink? She's got long hair and I don't want the color all over the floor. Right. How great those low lights are. Yeah, that's what I meant. The retouch, we're taking her back to a redhead. The back was already red, the top was blonded. So now Gion's applying 1.5 ounces of 8C and 1/2 of 6WG to the hair shaft. Now we're going to dilute this, what's in this bottle, with some more 8C, and we're going to do the front of the head for you right now. Michael, go ahead and put 1 ounce of 8C in another bottle with 1 ounce of shades of hue lotion. We're going to put in this bottle with the rest of it. Now, what I like to do is bag it. Can I go bag them? You'll hear me say bag it, because I don't want this long hair dripping all over the floor. So what Gianna and I are going to do is catch this in a bag and clip it. She'll be seated and we'll do the rest of the head. It's just one of our little things for housekeeping to keep the place. Hair color should be beautiful and clean. Put the hair in the bag, and now what we'll do is clip this. Camille's getting the clips for us.
Now,
and if I can have another clip, please. Now we'll take her back to the chair, and we'll take her the next step. So this bottle had 8C with 6WG in it. So come with me, and we're going to add...
you will know because you will be either by Marcelo or by us directly. We'll be sending out emails. You don't have our newsletter, right? Yeah. You guys can see our newsletter? Yeah. So what you do is let's...
Anybody who wants to know about coming to our classes, all they need to do is come to our website, www.minardieducation.com. Call us every day except Sunday at 212-308-1711, and Morgan will tell you about the classes. And I'm on Facebook all the time, and I tell people on Facebook all that stuff that we're doing.
5 other salons.
So we're doing a 10, already with the stuff in her head, her eyes are coming alive.
It's going to take 10 years right off.
You are going to look, with your dark eyes, this blonde is not right on you. Doesn't mean you can't have some blonde highlights someday, but she's going to look amazing. Remember, hair color is makeup. It's just the makeup you put in your hair.
And then 5 other people.
Is it usually just 2 salons?
Yes, we do. Well, at $500 is 2. That's correct.
8C with a little 6WG in it. Now on the ends, because she's more porous, I have to say to myself, I'm scared. When hair is porous, it will always grab darker and drabber. So Camille, get us 1 ounce of 8WG that we're going to mix into this bottle before we put it on her hair shaft. 8WG will be our safety valve here because it's lighter and it's warmer. If you're taking notes, porous hair always grabs darker and drabber than you think it's going to grab. I don't want her to get too dark this first time around. Now what we're going to do is put her under heat for 15 minutes. At the end of 15 minutes, we'll let it cool for a few. We'll rinse this. We don't even have to wash it. We rinse it, condition it, dry it 50%, and put on our next glaze.
Now, did they take out, I know we talked about color fusion, the reds. Did they do the same thing with the Shades EQ reds?
Although I was not there, I strongly suspect.
Yeah, that's what I
Are any of you seeing the Shades EQ? And use the Shades EQ, but also do some low lights with this K-Pack stuff
Oh, I'm going to do this.
right away, because it's.
I've already done this. How many times have I done the ones there with this? It's ridiculous.
So let's
And
try.
I did it before I did the red. I literally went boots and reached as far as I had to bring it. Yeah, just make it simple.
The only thing about a redhead, when you're creating red color, you don't ever want to bring anybody up to white or pale. This is red, so I bring her up to almost white, and then I put on the red. Why do you think? To support red, I need orange. To support orange, I need gold. To support gold, I need yellow. If you're creating it, she had a yellow bleach out, so she needed gold and orange. What's gold? 8WG. And it's orange. And it's beige, so it's a little natural. So what we'll do is we'll double bag her.
Aren't red dyes larger molecules?
They say that, but it just loses its brilliance. And if the hair is overly porous. Now my good red, my red clients hold, but remember this too. A good redhead, if a lady only wants to come every 7 or 8 weeks, she won't be a pretty redhead unless you keep her brown with some red highlights and low lights. You can guarantee, you should be able to guarantee a beautiful red for 4 weeks. At 6 weeks, they're still open to their dry hair. They wait 15 minutes to an hour. If they're going to the gym, they can put in a ponytail and put it on the ponytail. If they're going to a sauna at a gym, this has to go on the hair. The color-treated hair should never go in a sauna, ever, without something on the lip. Beautiful. But remember, that 8WG is a perfect safety net.
It is, yeah.
Porous, dry hair always grabs darker and drabber. She's going to look beautiful. We have shampoo 3 over here, and and after wash number 3. Now, even PG, pretty damn good. Now these ends are still, they need a little more time. You can see. But did you condition her? You just
Yeah, I conditioned.
Okay, let's condition it. Okay. She was already dyed red here, but it was reddish fading, so I used 8C with a drop of 6WG. Look at this. How beautiful that is. So now, and then the top we added 8WG to that formula. Now, what we're going to do now is Gion's first going to put it on the root, and we don't need to do the nape again. We're going to make the rest. Look at this nape. So you can omit the nape, but let's do a root application of the 8C with a drop of 6WG, and then as soon as Gian saturates the root, he's going to take her to the sink and do the ends. We'll give her 15 minutes of heat, and she'll be a fabulous redhead. You look beautiful. We have shampoo 3 over here, and and after wash number 3. Now, even with the goo on her head, when I look at her